Now I'm joined by Pete, one of our wonderful judges for this year's film festival. Introduce yourself. Who are you? What's your link to film?
My name's Pete Levy. I'm a TV producer. I met Jeff and Paul when I was producing half of Series 13 Doctor Who. I worked on Series 11 and 12 as visual effects producer, Black Mirror, Casualty, and currently working on a BBC Science project. That's a little bit secret, apparently. So.
Don't say any more. Don't say any more. Do you know what? I was actually an extra in Casualty once. Yeah, I was in a hospital bed right at the back. No one could see me, but I was there. And so how did you get involved? You knew Jeff, and did he just kind of rope you in? He thought he knows what he's talking about.
Yes, he did, but he maybe wasn't right as far as knowing what I'm talking about. But also, I think it's film festivals and support for new emerging talent is really interesting. I think it's something, a lot of the projects that I've worked on recently are with the BBC. I'm not a BBC staff member, so I'm not paid to say this, but they are very keen on inclusivity and supporting new talent. And my own son has just graduated having studied film. And I think, as I said during the ceremony, I want this young lot of talent to be supported in the same way I hope that my son is supported, because I need to be kept in at a certain level of retirement home.
Yeah. A good one. Yeah. We want a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And is he following in his dad's footsteps then? Has he kind of seen what you do and thought, I want a bit of that? Or is it just his own creativeness?
I think it's his own creativeness. I think that we've given him a glimpse of that. But I think he's suffering from what a lot of young filmmakers suffer from, and that's not quite knowing what they want to do. Do they want to be in post-production? Do they want to be in production? Do they want to be in front of the camera? And I think that it's so accessible as an industry. My advice to any of these filmmakers is don't stress about it. Soak it all up, do as much as you can, get your face known, because it's not always what you know, it's who you know as well, and just make contacts.
It really is. It's so important in this industry, isn't it? I think networking events like this are so important, and I'm hoping people have, made use of it, started asking around who's who. And do you think these events are really important? Like, are you quite passionate about inspiring young people?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. We all talk about it. The thing is, even as seasoned professionals in the industry, we all collaborate and get together on short films because it's a chance for us to work together. Yes, budgets are restricted, but it's a chance for us to do things that we want to do and work together and actually bringing collaborations from different genres. I've got friends that work in the natural history unit, so it's great to get cameramen from that and sound engineers from that, and also at the same time recruit students, film students or TV students, to come and work with us as well. So yeah, it's a guerrilla filmmaking. I know it sounds a bit of a cliche, but that's the fun part for us.
I think people will always watch TV and film. We're always watching the next thing on, whether it be on linear television or on sort of online. And I know it's a tricky time because I know obviously you're more drama based, but with unscripted, I know it's like the industry's in a bit of a rut in terms of freelancers being out of work, and it's a tricky thing. So it's really good to have these events, keep going, inspire people to keep going, and show them that there's such good stuff you can make, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think that also drama, we've really suffered this year a lot. The writers and the actors strike has really affected us. I've got friends that paid for accommodation, 12 months worth of accommodation, and jobs have been pulled. I've got friends that have left the industry because they just haven't worked for a year, and that's sad. And also, young talent coming out of university, coming out of colleges, looking for apprenticeships. They're not there at the moment, but I have started to see some signs of work starting to
pick up.
Yeah, absolutely, as it should do.
So. I want people to have that spark still. I don't want people to get complacent with it. You want everyone to still have that spark and still want to make good stuff.
Yeah, there's so much brilliant stuff on the telly. We're blessed with so many channels, and there's so much really good stuff to watch. Go and watch it and be inspired, and then help make your own.
Would that be your big advice, would you say? That'd be your lasting tip for anyone watching who wants to, follow in your footsteps, or they want to make it in sort of TV and film? Would that be your big bit of advice, would you say?
Yeah. If you want to work in this industry, then immerse yourself in this industry. Many years ago, when I was working at Breakfast Television, I was heading up a graphics department and I was interviewing for members of staff. And my first question was, what did you think of our show this morning? And his reply was, oh, I didn't watch it because I'm not an early riser. I don't normally get up till 9 o'clock. We're normally in the studio for 3 o'clock in the morning, so I thought, I'm not sure you've answered the question. But no, immerse yourself and soak up as much as you can. Get to know who's doing what, and yes, love it.
Great tips.
And you'll have fun.
Fab, thank you so much.
You're welcome.